Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome back to my channel, and today is the first Saturday in June, and it is time for my update on the Crafty Goals collab with Amalia. And I decided to mix it up this month a little bit. Instead of making you watch my hands and my goal tracking sheet the whole time, I thought I'd actually talk to you in person. So this was another productive month, and maybe not as productive as I wanted it to be, but it was still a fairly productive month. My first goal is to use up at least one paper pad during the month, and that could be a 6x6, it could be any size, 6x6, 12x12, whatever. You know, I have my normal pad projects that I'm working on each month, and then I'm in the Smash That Small Pad collab with Deb Hawk's Crafty Cottage. So hopefully between the two of those I can get one pad used up every month. This month, at the very end of the month, I think on literally May 31st, I finished off my small 6x6 pad that I was using for the Smash That Small Pad collab, and it's Splendor by My Mind's Eye. So just by the hair on my chinny chin chin did I get that in for May. And you will be able to see what I made with that pad next month when we do the Smash That Small Pad update. My goal number 2 is to use up one embellishment. That was this Kaisercraft pack of punch outs that I used, or not Kaisercraft, yeah, Kaisercraft, when I made my 10 on the 10th cards. So I was able to use that, get that checked off. Goal number 3 is complete 5 personal scrapbook pages, and this month I did 15. And that was a combination of my 12x12 pad that I'm working on, and some other papers, kits that I pulled out for my Use It Up 2020 challenge. But I have 15 12x12 pages, so that's awesome. I am getting so much closer to finishing my 2012 and 2013 photos for my scrapbook. So if I could do this every month, then I would totally be not caught up, but closer to caught up. So goal number 4 is to make at least 10 Christmas cards, and that is for the 10 on the 10th card collab that I'm in with Kim at Metal Scrap and Chick. And this month I made 11, I think, and that was using that Kaisercraft collection with the punch outs and the paper that I had with that. So I got to check that off. Goal number 5 is to use up at least one sticker sheet, because I'm also in another collaboration with Deb Hawk at Deb Hawk's Crafty Cottage, and that is the sticker side of crafting, where you use up a sticker sheet. I rocked that one this month. I used up 9 sticker sheets, various sizes. Now some of them were a little bit cheating because there were a couple of them that only had like one sticker left on them. Like these 3, there was just one sticker on each of those. So, but I did use them up. And then I also used up several full sheets as well. And again, that was a combination of the Stick Your Side of Crafting collaboration as well as my Use It Up 2020 challenge. So that felt good. Got some stickers, and usually the stickers that I pick, either for Deb's collaboration or for my Use It Up 2020, they're stickers that have been in my stash for a really long time. So it feels really good to get those out of my stash and onto a fun project. Goal number 6 is to clean my craft studio at least once each month, and I did. I'm gonna give myself a check for that one. But it's hard because between me and my girls, I feel like I clean one part of my studio, and then, you know, we're still working on another part of it. And then I'll clean that part of the studio, and then there's another part that's messy. So it's like a constantly evolving cleaning process. My girls have actually been at their grandma's for the past week. They went to Camp Grandma's, and it has been amazing. I cleaned my craft room like the day after they left, and it has stayed clean all week. So I'm not saying that it's all their fault that it is messy, because it's not. I'm bad at that too, but because I have got it fully clean, excuse me, because I've gotten it fully clean, and I'm the only one that's making a mess. Like, I can clean up after myself easier than I can encourage them to clean up after themselves sometimes. So it has been clean for a whole week, and it's been amazing. Like, hopefully this will motivate me to keep it clean. My goal number 7 is to use one upcycle item from my stash, and I did. I used a Post-it pad, but that's kind of I didn't really do much of that this month. Goal number 8 was to figure out how to organize my daughter's supplies. I have been able to check that one off. Goal number 9 is to finish scrapping my 2012 and 2013 photos by the end of this year. And I did, of the pages that I did this month, there were a good handful. I, for some reason, didn't write down which ones, but there were a good handful of these that were from, most of them were from 2012, 2013. I think there was 1 or 2 that might have been 2014. So I can check that off. I just need to go in and count and actually write down the number that I did. Goal number 10 is to make kits to use up my card kits or album kits or things like that, to try and use up my supplies faster without actually having to use them. And I didn't really do much towards that this month. I know the past 2 months I worked on that and made some all occasion card kits that I took to a little local boutique that we have stuff for sale in. And so I worked on it, but then I haven't really had a chance to get back and develop any new kits since then. So goal number 11 is I'm working into my business, more of the business, crafty business goals now. Goal number 11 is to make at least 10 block sets each week. The decorative blocks that we make for our business. And this month I did a total of 43, and so that does come out to be more than 10 each week. Goal number 12 is to average at least 3 videos on my YouTube channel every month, and this month I had a total of 16 videos, and so again, that exceeds that goal. And then goal number 14 is to use up 1 card kit from my stash, and I did. And that video is actually coming out today as well, so I will try and link that so you can see all of the albums and the fun things that I made with that kit. So I made a lot of cards this month, and these you guys have seen in all the other videos that I've done for the different collaborations, but I got a lot of stuff used up and got a lot of stuff made, so that was good. And like I said, I didn't use up, I would have loved to have finished my 12 by 12 pad this month as well, and there was something else I was hoping to get to, but I didn't. And part of that is the first half of the month my girls were still in school, and those last few weeks of school were really hard for them to stay focused, hard for me to keep them focused, and once I was done with that, I'm mentally done. And then the weather was starting to get nice, and I was spending some time in my garden, and I just didn't get to be in my craft room as much as I would have wanted. So anyway, but still, it was a good month. So for my stats that I track on my stat sheet, I made 88 cards this month. I only sent or donated 4 of those, and that was and I think I should have done more than that, because I usually send at least one to my dad every week, and then there were a couple of birthdays, but I think maybe my daughters sent some of the cards to my dad. I don't remember. I'm horrible at writing down in my planner every time I send a card, but I do track if I've made cards or scrapbook pages or things like that. I made 15 scrapbook pages, the 16 videos, and then the 43 block sets. So the card total was down from the last several months as far as what I made and what I'd sent, and then, but everything else was kind of up. So still a good month. So for June, I think I'm going to change things up just a little bit. I'm still going to, well, the only thing I'm really going to change up is my Use It Up 2020 plans, I guess. I'm still going to use stuff up, and I have pulled stuff out to use up this month, but I have gotten so obsessed with using things up that I'm not focusing on like other projects that I've had like in the works. And so I am going to dedicate June to finishing it up. And in that process of finishing up some of those projects, I will be using up some items from my stash as well. So it's not like a total deviation from my Use It Up plan. It's just kind of a step back. I really want to focus. There's some projects that I want to focus on that maybe don't even involve paper, but just some other decorative projects that I want to do for the house. And I just get so caught up in trying to use it up, it's almost addictive to me. Like just using it up, it feels so good, and so I just want to keep doing it, and then I lose focus on other things. So I'm still going to use things up, but I'm going to focus on finishing up things also in the month of June. And in looking forward to July, I have dedicated July. It's going to be Christmas in July, so I'm going to focus on Christmas papers and Christmas pads for more than just the 10 on the 10th card collab. It's going to be Christmas all month of July. So that's kind of where I want to go from here for June and July, but school's out. My garden should hopefully be done and in after this weekend, and hopefully a lot of our landscaping projects will be done. So and it's getting hot. We went from like being really cool, and now all of a sudden we're like really hot and humid. So I really only want to be outside in the evening, so hopefully, you know, I can spend a little bit more time in my craft room as well. But that's my progress for the month of June, or the month of May, for the Crafty Goals collab with Amalia. And there are a bunch of other crafty ladies who are doing this as well, who've set crafty goals for themselves and are working towards those goals all year. So please be sure to check them out in the description box below, and check out Cool Cakes and Craft with Amalia. She is the one that's hosting this amazing collaboration. And that's what I have for you guys today. But I thank you so much for your time, and I hope you're all having a crafty month.